Alright everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we dive into the chart, I want every single investor and viewer to be aware that I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys towards the end of this video. If you don't have it already in your watch list, you definitely want to stay tuned on in to know which one it is, to add it to your radar, and why you should add it onto your watch list. So stay tuned for more information on that. Now, if you want to get live updates on when I'm looking at certain ticker symbols before any other platform, I've created a Patreon to have a private community for investors that want to learn and grow together. And not only that, but take their portfolios to newer levels. So in the Patreon, you can find the link down below in the description. There are different tiers. So I want every single investor to be aware to take advantage of these tiers before they get filled up, because then there will be newer tiers over time. So let's go ahead and jump into this chart. And if you learned something new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So here we are with TRCH, Torchlight Energy Resources Inc. And as we see here in the chart, it's been pulling back downwards, okay? We're starting to see this pullback from these highs. It reached a high here of 485, 484, give or take. And from that point forward, it has been pulling down. So we're going to look at our new support and resistance, but I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that this is almost eating up all these gains here from this crazy run from way down here in the $2 mark all the way up to $4 and some change. So this needs to cool off, but not continuing in this very steep form. If not, this needs to kind of hang out sideways, okay? I want every single investor to be aware of that and pay close attention to this stock. Now, for the first time in this downward trend, instead of being so steep, it's kind of moving sideways here. So we want to see closely if the bulls can hold this up and if the bears can kind of stop losing leverage or control here over the chart, because if not, this will start to see newer lows fairly quickly. So let's see here. Our support is way up here, but I want us to keep in mind this number down here, 267, 268, give or take. I've talked about it in previous videos. If that gets broken through, this could significantly go on its way down to newer lows, and we're pretty close to it now at 307. Now, our current support is 287. If that gets broken through, you need to watch this carefully, how it's reacting between 287 and 267, and if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast. I want every single investor and viewer to keep that in mind and be aware of that. Now, the 50-day moving average is 348. Anything below that is bearish. Anything above that is bullish. We've been in bearish territory since the 17th. So I want every single investor to keep that in mind as well. Now, narrowed in here in this sideways movement, our resistance is 320. We're at 307. So 320 needs to be broken through by the bulls and turn that into a support so they can pull upwards to newer highs and new resistance levels. But I do want every single investor and viewer to be aware that 320 does not guarantee that the bulls can break through 348 and that they're getting back into bullish territory. This is just an indicator for us investors to know where the stock is heading and if the bulls are using some momentum here to get closer to their goal, which is the 50-day moving average. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Stay tuned to the end because I have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss, and you definitely want to add it to your watch list. Let's go ahead and talk about the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list if you haven't already. CLNE, Clean Energy Fuels Corporation. Now, I had an investor talk about this stock and tell me, hey, how do you feel about this one? So it was either an investor that hadn't had the chance to see any of the times I've talked about it, or they were a new viewer coming across the channel. So I talked about it back here, okay? Like $9, almost 10. I talked about if we had a pullback, it'd be an even bigger opportunity. And if it didn't, you know, you want to watch for consolidation or a run up in confirmation. So it did run up. It pulled right back down. I talked about it again here. It's looking like an opportunity. You want to see some consolidation. It certainly did that for a few days, and it started to run, consolidate, and run all the way up. Now, it's pulling back down. Now, the lowest point that it reached recently was like $14, okay? That was yesterday. So yesterday was a pretty tough day on the market. The market ran up and pulled right back down here for this one again. So why am I telling you guys to add this to your watch list? Well, if you've been in it since this point, or you've been watching it since this point, you know, these are opportunities because we already know how high it can go. And if you believe in the company, you've done your due diligence, you've done your research, and you want to make a rational decision based off of what you found, you know, these are the times to tune in on this one. And if you haven't had the opportunity, you know, I mean, this stock, all it's done is run up. So yes, the pullback is pretty strong. And just as much as it ran up from $12 to $20, it's already losing that gain. As long as it doesn't break through $12 or even $10, I think this stock is going to show some type of strength, but you want to watch it carefully. But so far, anywhere since we've talked about it, it's been holding up strong. All this movement, it's normal. It's bound to happen. You know, stocks go up and down. But in the long term, you know, you want to look for stocks that continue to aim to hit newer highs. So I definitely recommend doing deeper due diligence on this one if you don't know much about it. And for the investors that have been watching it since we've talked about it, how do you feel about it? What do you think? You think this is a temporary pullback? Do you think this will end up back at $10? Or do you think this can hold up and consolidate anywhere around here or even around this area, which is a little bit lower, but not end up back around here, like stay above that and then kind of consolidate till the next catalyst? What do you guys think? That's a question for all the investors that have been watching it since $10 and since we talked about it again at $10. How do you guys feel about this? And if you're coming across this for the first time, I definitely recommend digging deep into the company, all the information on it, and how this stock actually has reached from here to here to understand a little bit more of what's going on and why this stock has so much potential. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. So for everyone that has made it all the way to the very end of this video, I wanted to take a moment and say thank you. Thank you to all the investors and viewers and subscribers that come across my channel. Even if you're not subscribed, I'm thankful for your support. Even if this is the first video you've ever seen and you've never seen another one, I want to say thank you because every single person that comes across my channel and at least watch one video, I know that that information some way, shape, or form has helped them, or it helps someone else, because sometimes they might not be looking for it, but they find a ticker symbol that may be a friend, a family, someone in their community that is in this ticker symbol looking for more information, and they can share the information and pass it along. So I'm really thankful for all of you guys that share this with your friends and community and continue to pass along the great news or information that's going on with any ticker symbol, and sometimes even the bad news, because some ticker symbols are on their way down and we need to look at certain support levels, or something's going on with direct offerings and so forth. So I really appreciate every single investor that takes the time to watch, comment, and share. I just wanted to do that. And I want to say thank you to every single subscriber. The channel would not be where it's at without your support. So thank you guys so much, and I hope to continue to pass on valuable information to every single investor.